Hello world, I'm Elizabeth, and you've reached my newest channel, the Reading Reseller, where I talk about reselling and decluttering and my challenge to sell what I already have rather than going out and searching for more. Um, I didn't exactly follow that guideline for the last couple of days, and I'll share with you what I went and did again. But before I get there, I am happy to say that all of the lots of books that you're seeing here have all been photographed, and most of them are scheduled to be listed. They're listed, they're just scheduled so that I don't have to do another thing to them. They will list on their appropriate day. I did stay up with my goals. I completed 2 listings the last 2 days each, and then I photographed 4 more lots, which means I dealt with another section of romances from my living room, and that is these Harlequin heartwarming books. I actually have only 3 lots of the Harlequin heartwarming, and then 1 lot of these 3 books here that I thought were the same line, but I read the fine print, and these are Harlequin westerns, Walmart exclusives, all of them from 2021. So I put the 3 of those in their own lot together, and I'm really happy about what I got done. So I have 2 of these, the photos are in and edited, and I just need to tweak those drafts and make those into listings and get those scheduled tonight after work. And I've got 2 other lots that are ready to go. Tomorrow we do have a color guard event, but it's not till the evening, but it's kind of far from here, so we'll end up spending most of the day driving to and doing that. So I'm going to try to get some more photos done in the morning so that I can have some drafts to work on while we're sitting in the bleachers. Uh, but let me go and show you what I did yesterday. I have a really bad case of FOMO, y'all. I cannot seem to stay away from library book sales. Okay, so I had good intentions. I went to the day before the sale in the evening to help set up. Well, by the time I got there, they had already set up because I had to stop a couple places, post office and whatnot. So anyway, there wasn't a lot at the sale. So I really wasn't too worried that I was going to want to bring a lot home because there wasn't that much to begin with. But I went in the friend's room and I happened to notice in their bins of books that are going straight to donation that there was a bunch of car manuals. So, are y'all familiar with these repair manuals? Some of these do really well. And I said, "Oh, can I buy those car manuals?" They were going to donate them anyway. And she's like, "Oh, there's like 3 bins of them." And I said, "Oh, can I take them all?" And I said, "What do you want to charge me for them?" And she said, "How about $1 a bin?" Oh my goodness. I mean, my father-in-law, my husband they have both said, "Hey, if you ever find car manuals, you should get them." So I started unloading these bins. It took, I have, I think 9 bags I brought home, but they're not all car manuals. Probably 5 bags full or more are car manuals, and maybe 6. Because I just started going through the bins and I found a bunch of those Phyllis Whitney paperbacks, and I looked those up, and those sell really well. I mean, vintage hardcovers would probably be better, but still, someone had unloaded their whole collection and they were just going to send them straight to donation because they didn't meet the criteria of the book sale, which is books that have, they want books that are published like later than a certain year. And I'm not sure what the criteria is, but hey, good for me. Anyway, all that to say, I have done it again and I have brought home more bags of books. I'm really excited about these books, but still, when I'm unloading the car, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what have I done? Because I need to be able to work faster. So I asked my husband, I told him what I did, and he was excited about the car manuals, but I said, I need your help. I'm going to need some help getting these photographed and listed. And he's like, okay. So anyway, I'm excited about it. It'll be great, but still, I have just piled more work on to what I already have to do, which is insurmountable. But my devotion today was pretty good. I'm going to show it to you. Okay, this is not my book recommendation for today because I haven't read this book yet. I just started it at the beginning of February. This is the Daniel Plan devotional. Now, I did read the Daniel Plan book late last year, and I'm hoping to start a Daniel Plan group at our church this year. But I had forgotten that I had this devotional, and I didn't read it during the month of January. So I started it in February. So for February, I'm reading 2 a day. So what I'm reading doesn't match, like this says Tuesday, but I read it today, and I read the next page as well. But this particular one stood out to me because it says, "Why we don't give up." And the verse is, "Therefore we do not lose heart, though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us eternal glory that far outweighs them all." 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 17. And the thought down here, the food for thought, says, "Keeping our eyes focused on God will shrink our problems down to size." And I thought, wow, that is great advice, because my my job that I've set for myself is pretty insurmountable, and I need to analyze whether or not I just did this to myself, or whether this was God's will for me. And I need to know that if God wants me to do this, then He's in it with me, and He is giving me support and help day by day. And I just need to stay focused on God, and the work will get done, or it will go away. So, yay for that. Okay, so for my book recommendation today, I'm going to actually recommend a whole series, because I'm such a series reader that I have a hard time just isolating one book out of a series. But these are some books that I read back in probably 2019 or 2020. And I thought I would choose a romance series today, since we just had Valentine's Day. And I have really gotten hooked on these love-inspired suspense canine unit series. So this particular series was published in 2018, and I think I didn't learn about them until 2019, and I probably didn't read them until 2020, or maybe I read the first one in 2019, and then they started showing up on Hoopla on audio, so I was able to listen to most of them. Anyway, Love Inspired Suspense line is a lightly faith-based line of books published by Harlequin that all have a faith element, and then the suspense line has a mystery element, or some kind of crime. And these canine unit series are all based around different organizations that use canine support. This particular one is the Military Canine Unit series, and it's not necessarily better than the others. It's just the first one I read, and I've only read 2 or 3 other series since then, and I've collected most of them. So this is the one I just thought I would show you, because this is where I started. Anyway, this series takes place on a military base in Texas, and in each book you meet different officers from different I don't want to say stations, different ranks and things like that, but they all have canine companions, and they're just very good. The series, each book in the series could be read alone, but there is an overarching mystery, or a fugitive, basically, that they're trying to find, and that storyline covers the entire series from beginning all the way through to book 8, which is Valiant Defender. That storyline is wrapped up in that book. But then each of the series have a Christmas themed book that is made up of 2 different novellas by 2 different authors, and it is related to the same unit. So there are 2 different shorter romance stories in here, and it still takes place on the same military base, and you see some of the same characters and things like that. So all of the series are set up that way. There is an FBI one. Some of them are set in different locations, different types of organizations and units and things, and they are just really good. The faith element is there, but it's very light, and but because of that, it means that there's not any steamy scenes or anything like that. They're just nice relationship based romances with some suspense attached. So I recommend this series, and the first book is Mission to Protect by Terry Reed. So that's all I have for today. I hope that you are having a good day. Read a good book, and God bless you.